This past weekend, I went to the Queen's Comic Party and I spent a small fortune on a giant pile of amazing comic books. We have a bunch of stuff here I got from Streetside Anthony. I paid, I think, $600 for almost a full box of really good comics. A ton of stuff from Mike Carbo and a few other books from a couple different vendors. Wow, I picked up some really amazing books. Let's start digging through these boxes. We're going to start with this box here that I got from Streetside Anthony. Okay, first handful from Streetside. He was giving me like the best friend / super amazing wholesale, super like best deal ever on everything. Overall, I paid, I think, $600. And I'm going to guess the prices I paid. I don't remember exactly what was what. But we're going to start with a Georgie 12. I mean, $30 he had priced was fair. It's got some chipping and brittleness, so it's not like a high grade copy. But $30 is already a steal. I think he gave me that one for like $20. That is crazy. Okay, and then I grabbed a whole bunch of war books from him, which I think he did something like $7, $6 each for like the ones that are above $10. Like just an amazing steal. So we have DC Star Spangled War Stories number 155. That's amazing. We have okay, and then the $15 ones, I think he was doing like $5. So we have Star Spangled War Stories 184. And most of these are in pretty decent, like, higher mid-grade. Star Spangled War Stories 158, so 30. So he probably did like 6 or 7 on that. Captain Steve Savage and the Rocket of Death. What a crazy war cover. This one he had 30, so I probably paid like 20-ish on it. It's got like a chunk out right there, but overall, it's not in terrible shape. Star Spangled War Stories 161. I love all these Joe Kubert Unknown Soldier issues. I think they're just amazing. So if he had a Mark 20, I think he charged me like 5 on that. I mean, that's amazing. All right, next handful. He had more war books. I probably should have grabbed more. Okay, Star Spangled War Stories 175. Pretty nice higher grade one. That's amazing. You guys know I love the genre stuff. You know, normally I'm trying to find this stuff out of dollar bins, but these looked really clean. So paying like $5 a piece felt great on these. 184. Awesome cover. Blondie number 30. Nice early Harvey book in pretty decent shape. He had it priced at 20, so I think he did like 5 to 10 on that. Somewhere in there. Jimmy Olsen number 23. A nice lower number. In pretty decent shape. I think he did like 10 on that. Let's see. G.I. Joe 21. I think he wrote cover off, so I think the cover's detached. He had it at 20, but I think he did $10. $10 is fine. As long as it's complete, I don't mind a detached cover on a book this old. Just as long as the price is good. If the price is good, $10, I am happy. This collection he bought, they were all in these milers, though. These are kind of hard to go through. I always feel like they're scratching out my hands. This cover is awesome. Star Spangled War Stories, number 165. Really happy to get that one. Star Spangled War Stories, number 162. Another beautiful Joe Kubert. Like, his war books are amazing. Absolutely love them. GI Combat, number 196. This one has a little bit there. The ones that were marked 10, he was giving to me for $2 each. Those were a steal. Oh, okay. I grabbed 2 of those by mistake, but that's okay. $2 each. I'm like giving these away, or he was giving them away. GI Combat number 194. To me, that's like a prototype Destro. Love that issue. $2. I mean, amazing. GI Combat 181. $2. Amazing. He was giving me the super deal. I don't know if he normally gives it. Like, he gives good deals, but he was giving me like the extra good deals. Okay, next handful we have, let's see, GI Combat 180, $2. 169, like $5. 168, awesome cover, $2. Star Spangled War Stories number 203. The ones he had marked 5, he gave it to me for $1, so dollar bin book. $183. Star Spangled War Stories 202, $2. Like, these are amazing. Really, really filling in this run with this. Oh, grab 2 of those. You know, the price was so cheap, I just grab. I wasn't even paying attention that I was grabbing duplicates. I was just like, look at the price. Okay, that's 2. Grab it. Is that 2? Grab it. Star Spangled War Stories, number 176. That cover's awesome. Star Spangled War Stories 186. Awesome cover. These are all really, really cool books. 188. Again, $2. Grabbed a duplicate by mistake. So, I'll end up probably making a small profit selling the duplicates. 167. That one's awesome. So a lot of war books this time. 190. Love that. Okay, next handful. He had a lot of these cavewoman books, which are usually they're not cheap books. Usually they are like the price $15 is probably what normally would go for. So he gave me again $15. He probably gave that one to me for $5. So I decided to grab all of those that he had. And $2 on that one. $2 is a steal. That's an awesome like King Kong cover. Really, really cool book. Not Bud Root doing the artwork, but still his caveman. And a beautiful cover. $2. Why not? Okay. And then a whole bunch of Simpsons stuff. I grabbed all of these because they were $1 each. And these I know I can throw in my shop and probably get like $4 or $5 out of. So I grabbed 3 Itchy and Scratchies. $1 is a steal on those. Top Cow special. $2 on that. Super Goof. $1. It's a steal. A couple Super Goof books for $1. Steal. Cool looking Mickey Mouse book for $2. Another Mickey Mouse book for $2. A 12-cent Tough Stuff starring Spooky, number 15 for $1. Like $1 is a steal on that. Super Duck 81. I think that one was $5. That's amazing. I'm getting a lot of old Popeye books lately. $2 on that. And Charlton Popeye, that one was $2. How amazing. Okay, next handful. We got a 12-cent Casper for $1. We got a Charlton Popeye for $2. A Clyde Crash Cup for $2. Mickey Mouse for $2. Richie Rich dollars and cents 24. Now this one was a little damaged, but it was $1. So I was like, I gotta grab that. It's a little bit more damaged than I would like though. A 12-cent Richie Rich, number 45 for $1. That feels like a steal. Walt Disney's Uncle Scrooge. That cover's awesome. $1 on that. Another Uncle Scrooge book for $1. Is that Omar Dogan? Is that who that did that? I think it is. $2 on that's a really good price actually. And he had a nice little stack of these Street Fighter books. I absolutely love them. I think they're great. $2 on that. I think that's a Reek, right? Yeah, REIK. $2 on that's a steal. Do love his artwork. Another Street Fighter for $2. And Street Fighter versus Dragon Stalkers for $2. Those are amazing. Okay, next handful. We have more of these fun Street Fighter books. Number 1 for $2. This fun Deadpool arcade cover for $2. Why not? Peter Porker's Protect the Spider-Ham number 1 and number 2 for... Oh, pay $2 for the pair, so $1 each. Also, Michael Howard Deadpool cover. That one was $5. So is the Micah Catwoman cover. Love this cover. $2. I feel like I'm not sure if I have that printing. If I do, I'm sure I can get $5 out of that easily. Lee and Hellions. I might have this one already as well, but for $2, why not? Blondie 193 for $1. Like this kind of stuff for $1 is amazing to me. I love this kind of stuff. Phantom Blondie. Those are all amazing. More Blondie. Absolutely love those. Okay, more of the Bud Root Cavewoman books. $2 is a steal on these, honestly. Okay, and then I grabbed a bunch of Star Wars from him for the shop. $2. I mean, I could probably get $5, $8 out of that pretty easily. Same with the G.I. Joes. I just grabbed a whole stack because I figure some of these I could probably give to Dennis the next trade I do with him. So a whole bunch of G.I. Joes. More of these Cavewoman books. That one was $5, I believe. That one was $2. That one was $2. Like, these are awesome. Great price. Like, that's the kind of stuff I don't find that often. This is funny. Okay, so this was a few books that he actually bought from Mike Carbo. So I missed out because I got to the show a little bit late. But Anthony gave them to me for a good price. So I believe I paid 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 books. I paid $150, so 30 each average. But a couple of them are worth way more than that. So I think he gave them to me for about half of what they're worth. So House of Secrets 38 in decent shape. Nice 10-cent House of Secrets. Love that cover. Colors really pop on that one. Scooby-Doo #1, the Marvel comic, like, it's not in bad shape. In this condition, I think it's $50 to $100. So, like, he gave me a really, really good price on that. House of Mystery #108, another awesome 10-cent DC mystery type book. Really nice condition. And then we have a Tales of Suspense 36. This one looks really nice. So, like, if I paid $30 each on average, that's a steal on that. Maybe a little bit high in those two. Steal on that. And then the big book was Strange Tales 134, which looks really, really nice. Like a 7.0 copy. I think that was a steal on that. So Anthony hooked me up. Really, really good prices on those. And then I grabbed this. It's marked as the first appearance of the Darkness. I'm not 100% sure on that, but for $2, I was like, all right, if that's true, that's kind of cool, actually. GI Combat 124. Love the cover. That one was $5, I believe. And 117 for $5. Those are awesome. Wow, so many great books. Okay, next handful. A bunch more of these Cave Woman books. So this one was marked 20, so I think I paid like 10, maybe 7 on that. On the back, this is really cool. So this is a new comic, Madura. This is, I believe, Kenny and James. It's their comic, and they were promoting it. So I decided to grab one just to, support a comic artist. And this was like their first limited edition release of them. So I think these were, it was $20, limited, individually numbered to 200. We'll take a quick peek inside. I'm actually not sure what the comic's about, but I like supporting independent comic creators. Looks really fun. So that was super cool. I didn't have bags of boards, so I just threw them in the back of this guy here to keep it safe. Okay, so we got that. We got Cave Woman #10 for $2. Like, I always wanted to pick a lot of these up, but I don't want to pay $10. But at $2, I'm just going to grab them all. Cave Woman 9, beautiful cover. Cave Woman Odyssey #1. It's fun. Cave Woman Special Origin issue #0. And Cave Woman Pangean C #1. That's cool, $2. Awesome dinosaur monkey cover. Love that. It's like a throwback to the old, like, Sheena, Tiger Girl, those kind of comics, but like a little bit more voluptuous. Okay, another stack. Another Cave Woman. That cover's gorgeous. Oh, it's a Frank Cho cover. Oh, that's maybe my favorite one out of all of them. That one was, I think, 7, I want to say. I have to go through and kind of add it up in my head just to double check. Like I said, everything total is 600. I would just have to calculate based on that, but I believe it was like 7-ish. Cave Woman Red Menace. I don't know the number, but that's cool. I mean, I'm just going to grab all that kind of stuff. If I see something I want, the price is good, I'm just going to grab everything. Simpson Comics #2. So these I just grabbed for the shop. Although I'm going to double check if I need any of them, but I'm pretty sure I have all these. I can't pass $2 Simpsons because they sell so well for me. I'm going to get $5 out of those easily. And more G.I. Joes if Dennis needs any of these basically for him. If not, they'll sell well in the shop for $5, $6, $7 each. People love G.I. Joe, so why not? And 27, some of these are really, really, and 26, these issues would probably get like 7 or 8 out of. All right, next handful we have La Muerta. Not sure who did the cover, but just a really, really beautiful cover with like a foil or spot foil. Really like that one. That one was 10, I believe, maybe 7. Antarctic Press Punchline. It's a cool Hulk 181 homage. Love that. $2 on that was awesome. $1 on #1. Love that. Nice Peach Momoko cover. I wasn't sure if I had that one, so $2. Why not? Derek Chu, Young Justice 18. Beautiful cover for $1. More Cave Woman. $5, I think. Zorro, #11. Fun Lisner cover for $2. Another awesome Derek Chu cover for $1. Return of Wolverine incentive issue for $2. Why not? J. Scott Campbell, Gwen Stacy, #1 for $2. Alien Encounters, #1, an awesome Chiodo cover for $2. Love that. Okay, next handful, another Cave Woman, a Virgin variant. That one was, I think, 7-ish, maybe 5, I forget. Didn't know what this was, but it looked like a really cool Virgin variant for a couple bucks. Why not? Beautiful Charlton Popeye for $2. Pretty decent shape, too. I love seeing books like this where it's not too yellowed, because a lot of Charlton stuff is yellowed. Arana, #9 for $1. I wasn't sure which ones I needed this series, so I just grabbed a couple that he had for $1 each. GI Combat 110, awesome cover. That one was 5, I believe. Another Arana for $1. Couple more of those. Like, $1 just feels like a great price on those. Okay, and then last stack of stuff from, well, not the last stack from Anthony, but the last of the priced ones. He had a little, like, special deal for me as well. I'll show you in a second. So we have Last Year One, a nice Perillo cover for $2. Beautiful. Hulk #11, a fun, I think that's a ratio variant, actually. $2 on that was great. J. Scott Campbell, Mary Jane, and Black Cat Beyond, #1. Another Cave Woman, $2 for these ones are, like, that just feels like a steal. Cave Woman, Pangean C, #7 for $2. Awesome. A Cave Woman, Pangean C, #8 for $2. This was a whole, I forget her name, Sia something. I like her artwork, and this was a whole set. He had it marked at 20. So, yeah, I guess there's 2 of them. So I think he did 10 for the set. Maybe 12. I forget. Those are super awesome. I love her artwork. I need to find more books that she's done. Batman 89 for $1. I just sold one of these on eBay for $11. I was like, all right, let me replace it and list it again. Prince Valiant, #1. That cover's awesome. I feel like that's a Kaluta cover, right? Yeah. Kaluta. That is awesome. $2 on that. Feels like a great price. I think it looks like a Lyrics Lee cover. Not 100% sure, but $2 on that. Feels like a great price. Wasn't 100% sure if that's a Merca and Delfo or a different artist, but $2 on that felt like a good price too. Those might have been ratios as well, which is kind of cool, actually. Another Cave Woman book for $2. Awesome. I love, like, it's a pretty girl. Who doesn't like a pretty girl with a Bigfoot? I love Bigfoots with a bunch of skulls. That cover's awesome. $2 is a steal on that. Flying Nurses, a fun-looking Silver Age Charlton book for $2. Why not? Love it. More Simpsons for the Shop. Got 1, 2 of those. No, that might have been a duplicate, actually. So I might actually have a duplicate. And then Brian Paluta's Belladonna, #5. That looks cool. Yeah, lots of awesome books from Anthony today. And then Anthony had this beat-up stack of Silver Age stuff that he wanted $60 for. I don't know if there's value. Like, a lot of them are kind of water damaged or damaged. So there's a lot of, like, whatever, not exciting books. But Anthony gives me such great deals. I was like, yeah, I'll take your pile. I'll take it for $60. We'll see what we can find in this stack, if there's anything exciting and redeeming. I mean, it is Action Comics 287. It's rough. Awesome, whatchamacallit, crypto cover. Justice League of America #7. Like, it's coverless. That's got to still have a little bit of value to it. TV Casper and Company #3. This one, not as bad. Like, you could probably fix that corner a little bit. That one's actually a little bit better. So we got one book of a little bit better value. We got some Dennis and the Menace stuff. Do you like that? I think I had that one already. Walt Disney Comics and Stories. Flash Annual #1. Like, coverless. That might have some value. It's got the back cover, the pinup. So there might be a little bit of value to that one, even though it's coverless. Batman 172. Like, even though it's damaged, this is still probably like a $5 book. That's really cool, actually. I don't have a 172 right now, so that one will be my place marker. Richie Rich Success Stories. It looks not the worst shape. That's actually pretty cool. So that's another kind of a little bit better one. Uncle Scrooge book. That is cool. That one's actually not terrible. I'll call that more of a win on that one. I mean, if I can get 10 or 15 really good books, I'll be happy with that. PT 109. That looks interesting. Not terrible shape. This one looks beat, but it's an early. Oh, it says I got to research it. It says, oh no, 136 maybe. So early, Silver Age or late Bronze Age. I mean, late Atomic Age Batman. It's got a robot there. That's pretty dope, actually. Walt Disney's Christmas Parade. That's kind of neat. It's got some chew on the corners. Not in the best shape. Rough House of Secrets 96. That's an awesome issue. Not in the best shape, though. Okay, next handful. More Dennis the Menace. Pretty rough, so not as excited to get that one. Dennis the Menace in Hawaii. This one actually looks... it's got some water damage. Honestly, some of these books might just be a way for me to practice water damage repair. Other than the water damage, it doesn't look too terrible. Jerry Lewis, number 78. That's fun. Bob Oxner artwork inside. I love Bob Oxner, but it's coverless. Nice 12-cent Richie Rich. Got water damage on the corner there. But other than the water damage, it's not terrible. So again, if I can somehow figure out or practice and remove some tide lines, that actually might be a pretty nice issue to have. Felix the Cat. Flintstones. Felix the Cat. That's an awesome cover. Not in the best shape, but awesome looking book. New Funnies. Uncle Scrooge. Dobby Gillis, number 26. That's actually one that I would have picked up for like $10. So I'm actually really happy to get that one. Fly. I just sold one in similar condition. Not this issue, a different issue, but I think that's probably $8 to $10 issue. So that's actually not that bad. Jaguar. This one I think is incomplete because it feels very floppy. Cool cover though. Early Superman book. Giant size Superman. Superman 163. Walt Disney's Comic and Stories 254. That one's not too terrible. It's got a little bit of a roll spine, but there's no like major tears or anything. Action 293. Awesome. Supergirl cover. Rough shape though. Okay, next handful. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. That one's kind of rough. Another Walt Disney's Comic and Stories. I think these are late 60s ones, I believe. Donald Duck album. Walt Disney's Donald Duck. Comics and Stories. Uncle Scrooge. A lot of these are the right comics in the wrong condition. Another cool crypto cover. Justice League 6. Like, these are some amazing books, just not in the best shape. Although I believe if I had, if I put that out for like $3, someone will buy that just because of what it is. Adventure 303. All right, Metal Man that's falling apart. House of Secrets 63 coverless. Undersea Agent. Adventure Comics 302. That one's not too terrible. That one's a bit more acceptable to me. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, next handful we have Action Comics 397. That's actually a really cool cover. Superman 153. Tomahawk 88. Cool Mickey Mouse book. Captain Marvel. That's like the third Captain Marvel. Lois Lane. Number 44. Superboy, number 95, coverless. Jerry Lewis, but it's, it's a remainder copy. I really want to work more on my Jerry Lewis run. Number 79. I would like that. Not as beat up. Got a little bit of bags and boards that were going on these. Jerry Lewis 91. That's cool. Not in the best shape, but still a very cool comic. And Brave and the Bold 55. Nice early Metal Man cover. I don't think I have that one, although this one, missing the back cover. Really, really rough shape on that one. Next handful, we have Spooky 87, Dennis the Menace, like a big, thick annual or something. Television special. Undersea Agents 2 coverless. Alarming Adventure 1 coverless. That's kind of cool. Too bad it's coverless, but it looks really, really neat. That's cool. I'm not sure what comic that is, but that's a reprint issue, I believe. Dennis the Menace really beat Dennis the Menace. Ventures into Unknown. I think that's just the cover. Maybe that goes to the other issue. I'll have to look into that. Popeye. Okay, those ones are pretty rough. Okay, and then last handful, we have Popeye the Sailor, Rich You Rich Millions, Beetle Bailey 98, Phantom Blot. That's an awesome issue. Not in good shape, but awesome issue. Okay, these are all bad. Brave and the Bold 54. Is that the first appearance of Teen Titans? Or the second appearance? That's actually, even coverless might have some value to it. Daredevil. All right, this one is bent up, but I feel like that one might be able to press that one out pretty well. That's something I haven't done. I have to work on pressing comics. I think if I can figure out how to press some stuff, I can add some value to. Like, that one's actually pretty nice otherwise. Awesome Joker issue, but it's a remainder copy, sadly. That's a reprint issue, I think. Dennis the Menace and Dennis the Menace. Okay, let's see what we ended up with, kind of the better ones that I'm more excited to have. All right, so I end up with 11 that are ones that, like, I'm kind of happy to have. Paid $5. I probably overpaid on this lot a little bit, but that's okay. You know why? Because everything else he gave me was a steal. Oh, and he threw in a Dennis the Menace book. So honestly, overall, the price I paid, I am thrilled with everything I got from him. All right, I got a stack of really fun comics here. I got these from Lone Wolf Comics, a.k.a. YasuCollectibles.com. Okay, so I grabbed these. This is a beautiful Lyrics Lee Chun-Li cover. I believe this is a New York Comic Con exclusive, maybe? Limited to 400 pieces. Yeah, New York Comic Con 2020. Love Lyrics Lee stuff. So, $35. I don't know if that's a good price on it or not. But those Comic Con exclusives usually are around that price. So that, in my mind, I was thinking, okay, that's probably okay price, but I'm going to try to negotiate a little bit. We have a fun Cammy Street Fighter Lyrics Lee cover. Absolutely adorable cover. We have a Nathan Zerdy signed cover. Here, let me take that off so we can see it. Beautiful Nathan Zerdy signed cover. No certificate on that one. This one, I think, is also limited to 400. So I do love Nathan Zerdy. So I was just grabbing some of my favorite modern artists that they had. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, #1, an awesome Ivan Tao cover. That one was marked 10. Yeah, so beautiful Ivan Tao cover, Virgin variant. A 1 in 50 Spider-Man City at War DNA cover. Love David Nakayama. $10 on that felt like a really good price for a 1 in 50 ratio, and I love David Nakayama. I didn't have that yet. And then this one I just grabbed because it's a beautiful Chun-Li cover. I don't know the artist, but this one was limited to 400 pieces. So as priced, $145. He gave me the friend deal, and he sold them to me for $100. So basically a third off. So like 7 on that, 7 on that, 22 on that, 14 on that, 22 on that, and 22 on that. Amazing, amazing deals. If you guys are in the city and you don't go to the Queen's Comic Party monthly show and you love comics, you gotta try to make a trip, because I feel like you're always going to find, whether it's new stuff or old stuff, you're going to find amazing deals there. Really happy with these. I bought 2 comics from It's Alive. I bought these for Thomas because I believe they were on his want list. So we have Super Friends #1. This one's probably only a 6070. Usually he wants a little bit better. But I'll see if he wants that one in that grade. And then I also got First Squirrel Girl. This one's a nicer, like, very fine copy. It's got a little bit of, it needs a dry cleaning, basically. Other than that, though, it looks in relatively good shape. The pair was $110 as priced. And he did, I think he gave them to me for like $70. Maybe 80. I think it was $70. How amazing is that? Like, just a really, really good friend deal. Again, you gotta come to the Queen's Comic Party. You're going to get the friend deal. Okay, this is a stack of books I got from Ian. So this is a Peach Momoko book I've never seen. It's limited to 888 copies. It's a Trinity Comics Singapore exclusive. He had it priced at $60, but that's not what he charged me. He gave me the friend deal on these. That one was $60. I got a 1 in 25 Mike Del Mundo variant. Really, like $8 is for a 1 in 25. Why not? And it's Demon Days, Peach Momoko related. A couple newer books he just had a cover price. So the Peach Momoko Ultimates number 3. This is beautiful. I need to get a lot of these newer Peach books because I don't have them yet. So that one was 5. And then we have Ultimate X-Men's number 4. I didn't think I have a couple of these Ultimate X-Men ones, but I wasn't sure if I had that one. So that was marked at 5. We got Black Devil's Die number 1. This is the first Souza Micah cover art. So I thought that was like a cool key issue to pick up. That one was marked at 20. And then we have the Cosmic book. I don't know anything about this, but I thought the cover looked amazing. It's got Alex Toth and Wally Wood art in it. So I thought, why not? Actually, I kind of want to look at that. See what we look like inside. Oh, that was really cool with the yellow highlight. Oh, we have a big splash page. Oh, that page is gorgeous. All right, so there's a whole bunch of different artists in here, and it looks absolutely amazing. Okay, yeah, this book's cool. I'm really glad I got that. Sometimes when you see books like this, even like $8 is normally not what I like to pay for books. I didn't know anything about it, but it looked awesome enough. I said, you know what, I need to just grab it because when am I going to see it again? I probably wouldn't even remember it. Happy I grabbed that. And then a J. Lee Virgin variant to Grimm, I believe, at $8. So that's a good price. So as priced, this was $20, $101, $109, $114. So as priced, $114. And what I did was I actually grabbed a couple of books from Mike Carbo that I thought he'd want. I checked to see if he wanted them. He said yes. I paid Mike $75 for the 2 books. And I basically just traded those at $75. So he basically gave these to me for $75. How amazing is that? And I'm looking for a lot more of these $20 range books that are kind of under the radar. I looked on eBay. One sold for $20. So $20 is an accurate price on that. I want to do another 101 comics to look for video. So I'm looking for a lot more of this kind of stuff that maybe is not on your radar. And I'm happy to pick that up. All right. Awesome. Really happy with that pile. All right. We have a small stack here from my friend Kyle. He had his fun, weird shit box again for anything that wasn't in a bag and board was $1. So I grabbed Minimum Wage number 8. That one, it just looks cool. Murder Me Dead, a David Lapham book. I didn't think I had any from that series, so why not for $1? Number 1. And then Amy Race Car Color Special. That looks super cool for $1. Why not? And then he had some fun books in his $5 box. So I grabbed this Birds of Prey variant. I really love the cover. It's got a Farrah Fawcett homage to it. New Mutants Forever number 2, a fun Arthur Adams Warlock cover. Love that. And then Star Weevils, a ripoff press. I just thought this looked really cool. So he ended up giving me these. So he had me pay for these 3, $15, and then he gave me the dollar bin ones for free. So that's amazing. I paid $15 for the stack. Thank you, Kyle. From Gary, I bought 2 amazing books. This Fantastic Four Full Circle Alex Ross book. This thing's amazing. He gave this one to me for $10. And I want to buy a lot more cool books like this. It just you got that page. Every single page in this book is absolutely spectacular. $10 felt like a steal on that. And then I got the complete book of Genesis by Robert Crumb for $15, which, I love Robert Crumb. I'm not going to flip through it because I'm sure there's some pages I can't show you. But I'll buy any amazing Robert Crumb hardcover book for $15 all day long. Really happy with those. Okay, now for the big show. I have a box of comics here. I got this from Mike Carbo and his friend Foddy. I believe I paid $3,300, I want to say, for this box, which means there's some, as you can see, some expensive books. All right, let's start digging through this box. First handful. So when it comes to this old stuff buying from Mike, sometimes it's a little bit of a minefield because you don't know if there's going to be restoration, stuff missing, and you kind of have to look through it with a fine-tooth comb. I don't look so much, so sometimes I find a bad surprise, but sometimes I get a good surprise. And overall, I feel like every time I buy from him, I get a good deal. There just might be a few things I overpaid that I'm a little disappointed in, and then some things I get an amazing deal on. Okay, so first we have Mysterious Adventures number 24. Nice. I think it's horror. It's got that creepy vibe going to it. Not in the best shape. He had it $250 on the cover. I believe I paid $100 for that. I don't know if $100 is a good price or not. And I haven't really looked at it too well yet. So I'm going to explore that later. Okay, this is really cool. Now it's the best shape. The cover is splitting and a little bit brittle. And I'm not 100% sure if it's complete because it looks like the centerfold's detached when I look at it. But I think I paid $50 for this, maybe 33. And it's Giggle Comics #1. It's a Golden Age #1 for less than $50 or less. I'm actually really happy with that. I love this kind of goofy, cartoony stuff. Okay, so then this next book here, this one is kind of a deal. This one, I think he charged me $100 for. It's awesome. Owen Fitzgerald artwork. Absolutely love this run. There's 5 issues. This is my second one in the run, and it's good shape. It looks like it's probably like, the spine's rolled, and it's got some writing on it. But the rest of it looks good. The color is good. It's complete. I think it's more of like a 5.5, 6.0, maybe even a 6.5. I'm really happy with that. He charged me $100. I think in this condition, it's probably like $200 to $400. So that was a really, really good deal on that. But then this one, it's an amazing comic. It's Walt Disney Comics and Stories #9. It's an issue under 10. My lowest issue before getting this one was in the 30s. So I was like, but I should have looked at it because see this tape here? It doesn't have a back cover. The back cover was a really cool Mickey Mouse splash, so it's a 0.5. It's missing the back cover. I paid him $100 for this. I probably would rather have waited to get a better copy, but right now on eBay, a graded 0.5 is going for like $250, $300. So $100 is still probably a good price, even though the back cover is missing. So I'm happy to have it. It's going to be my #9 for now until I can get a better one later. And then we have Mopsy. I'm not sure the number of this, but I've been wanting to get some issues of Mopsy, so this is really cool. Not in the worst shape. It's got a little bit of rippling here and some tan lines and a little bit of water damage or staple rust. But this one I think was like 50, I want to say. So I'm really happy to get that. Oh, okay. I got this from a different vendor. He had this last time. He wanted, I think 150 originally. I had offered 100. He came back at 125. I said, I'll wait. And I said, if later on you want to sell for 100, let me know. So this time he's like, you know what? I thought about it all month and I decided to sell it to you for $100. So I paid $100 for Chamber of Clues. So Chamber of Clues was Chamber of Chills and then it becomes Chamber of Clues, I think the issue before this or 2 issues before this. Either way, $100 is about what I wanted to pay. I am thrilled to get that. Now this is super cool. I'm a fan of the Spirit and this is Spirit #1. How cool is that? The cover looks pretty good. It's got a few little damage spots. Mike wanted $300 for that, which if it was complete, I would have paid $300. But at $300, I decided, you know what? This one I am going to look at. I opened it up, and the center bowl is... Actually, I'll show you guys. So it's pretty decent. Like, the page quality is, a little bit tan, but it doesn't feel brittle. But the centerfold is replaced with a color printout. A pretty nice color printout, honestly. Like, it's on newsprint. So it is restored with the centerfold is replaced. But the rest of the issue is not bad, and I am okay with that. And because of the restoration, I was like, Mike, how about 150? So we cut the price in half, and 150 I felt like was a really fair price for the condition. But now that I have a #1, I'm going to have to fill in the run. I think I have a couple others from the run, but not that many. Super happy to pick that up. That one is dope. Okay, let's start going through these now. We have, let's see, Silver Streak 6. This is just one of those, I think, mid-70s reprints with the black and white inside. Not the best reprint, but just a fun way to get the cover art. I mean, that's an amazing cover. The real issue is like thousands of dollars. He threw that one in for free. So these reprints are actually kind of neat. I might start collecting some more of these just to have a version of the cover in my collection until like one day I'm rich and I get the real thing. So this one's kind of funny. So I got this one from Foddy for, he wanted 75 or 50 to 75. I forget. I looked at it. I'm like, oh, it's got restoration. He's like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, sure it does. So he looked closer and was like, oh, you're right. This whole corner here is just like a painted piece. Obvious restoration. So I was like, how about 35? Now, I didn't buy it for the cover. I don't like photo covers. I got to show you what the inside. This issue is just amazing. So I bought it for the interior. So even though the cover, as you can see right here, it's just another chunk that they just painted on. You know, I'm not buying it for the cover. I'm buying it for the interior. As you can see right there, it's a Frank Frazetta interior, a Frank Frazetta romance, and it's like 2/3 of the book is his artwork, and it's absolutely like her face is stunning. It's just gorgeous line work. Like every single panel is beautiful to me. Yeah, this is actually, we're gonna slow it down and go through a bunch of these pages. Champ or Trump, I think that's a different artist, although that artist looks pretty cool too. But as you can see, like the first third of the book, all Frazetta artwork. So yeah, $35 just for the interior. Why not? Okay, I was actually really thrilled to pick that. Like, I didn't know about it, but as soon as I saw the interior, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to have that. Okay, I think we're back to, yeah, this is a book I got from Mike. We got Chief Crazy Horse. But yeah, I've been having a fun time kind of collecting these Native American covers. I kind of like them. Chief Crazy Horse, this one, not in the greatest shape, but I think this was cheap, maybe $20, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. When I'm going through the books with Mike, he likes to make little stacks where he's like, all right, how about like 20 each, 30 each, you know, that kind of thing. Next we have Young King Cole Detectives, Volume 2, Number 6. Awesome subway cover. I'm a big fan of New York City transit covers. I think these are amazing. Not in the worst shape. Like, it's kind of worn. It's got some creasing along the spine and stuff. I don't even know if the cover is fully attached. No, I think it is. But the main image is very clean. And that's why, you know, when it comes to rare, expensive old books, if I can get them in this grade where it's low enough that it's affordable, but like high enough that the main image is clean, I am thrilled to have that. This one, I think, was probably about $30. Mutt and Jeff, number 27. Now, he's been trying to sell me these for 6 months. And so finally I started having it. Like, I still didn't want to pay $30 or whatever it was he wanted. So it was more like he would do a stack of 3 books. And he's like, all right, how about $100 for these 3? I'm like, throwing a Mutt and Jeff. So basically I got him to throw these in. So I don't know exactly what I paid for them, but it just helped to bring the overall cost down. So we got Mutt and Jeff, number 27. Not in bad shape. You know, it looks relatively decent. I'm happy with that. We got Mutt and Jeff, number 18, lower grade. But again, I had him throw that one in to round out another pile. My Own Romance, number 40, a nice Atlas romance book. That is really cool. That one, again, probably in the 30-ish range. Maybe 20-ish. It was either like 3 to 5 books usually per 100 is kind of what we were hitting on this kind of stuff. And then with some throw-ins that kind of rounded out. Strange Tales of the Unusual. That's an amazing UAP cover. I absolutely love collecting 1940s and 50s sci-fi UFO covers, UAP covers. That's amazing. Again, in that probably like $20 to $30 range. This one might have been $50. So it's Sports Thrills. I'm not sure the number on this one, but it's an LB Cole cover. I love LB Cole covers. So that just felt like a really cool book to pick up, and not in bad condition. You know, it's probably like a 3540. That's actually a pretty nice one. Okay, and then we got Target Comics, Volume 3, number 10. I love when they have like mini people on covers like this. A nice older book. This has got to be early 40s, I think. When it comes to books this old, you kind of have to accept damage. Because if it's, you know, in high grade, it might be one of only 1 or 2 that are in high grade, and it's going to cost a lot of money. This 1942, so yeah, earlier golden age. Amazing though, it's like feels supple. The page quality actually feels pretty good. Oh yeah, the artwork is awesome. Yeah, I love stuff like that. How cool. Wow, these are gorgeous, these pages. I feel like I need to just go through all these pages a lot more. Oh, I love these pages too. Those 2 kids look awesome. The coloring and the line art on those pages are amazing. Like, I'm sure some of you know who the artists are. I don't know off the top of my head, but I am enjoying the way this comic looks. This is a beautiful comic. Don't know, like, you know, I have to look into it to make sure it's complete or anything, but from what I see, it looks nice. I am happy with the grade. That's a good, solid, like, 3.5 grade on that. And that one, I forget if that was a 3 for $100 or it might have been a 50. It might have been 3 for $100 on that one, plus whatever extra throw in. All right, so far, as you can see, some amazing books he had for sale. Like, not the highest end Golden Age stuff, but nice mid-tier stuff. Stuff that I want to collect because it's within my price range right now. Another awesome stack of Golden Age stuff. We got The Perfect Crime, number 24. A nice crime drama cover. This one, I think, was 30-ish. And then Perfect Crime. I don't see the numbers on this one. Oh, no, number 2. So early number, actually. This one's a little bit more worn, but still, because it's a lower number, it's probably a lot harder to get. Awesome looking issue though. That again was, I think, around 30 bucks. And I realized I accidentally grabbed a second one. So I'll look and decide which one to keep, and I'll sell one. And I'm guessing Mike was giving me enough of a deal that I can actually sell one to help pay for maybe like half of the other one. So I'm okay with that. Mutt and Jeff, 39. So it might have been one of those things where he's like, he wanted 100 for 3. And I was like, throw in the Mutt and Jeff to round it out. So I don't know exactly what I paid, but again, I got him to give me some Mutt and Jeffs. True Love number 47. I really actually want to work on this run a lot more. The Harvey Romance run. I really like the design of these. That's a great book. Popular Romance number 27. Not the biggest fan of photo covers, but a fun romance cover. And I think these were in the $20 range, I want to say. Spy Fighter number 8. A fun Atlas war cover. You guys have noticed I've been trying to collect more of these lately, so I'm actually really happy to pick that up. And, most of these are not terrible condition. They're all like 3.0 to 4.45 condition in general. That's kind of what I look for older stuff like this. Like, I want at least a minimum of around a 3, because I don't want any major creases or tears. I want as clean of a front cover as I can get. Straight Arrow number 31. I've been picking up more from this run lately, too. I kind of really like the coloring and stuff on it. And then House of Mystery 105. This one, I think I paid about 10 bucks for. It's one of those things where, like, he had it in a pile at $20 each. I'm like, this one, I don't think I want to pay 20. So what it was he threw in some stuff to kind of make. So in my mind, I think I paid about 10 for that, which is cool. 10-cent House of Mystery. Really happy to pick that up. Wow, this stuff is gorgeous. Okay, next handful, we have Target Comics Volume 2, number 3. There's a little bit of like a water tide line going on right here, but the colors are just really popping on this. I think this one was 50, I want to say. Actually, it might have been cheaper because at the end of this, like I might have passed it up because of the tide line, but at the end of the show, he gave me a really smoking deal on a couple of graded magazines. And I had him throw in some Targets. I kept saying, throw something in. So he started throwing in some of the Targets. So this actually might have been technically free, because I think the price he wanted on, the tide line's there, but the rest is not bad. Okay, there's some tape there holding it together. So the bottom staple looks attached. I think, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it's restored or not. It's okay. Again, when it comes to stuff, what year? This is early 40s, 42. When you come to books this old, you almost have to just accept that there might be restoration, or unless you want to pay. Oh my gosh, look how amazing this is. Oh, it's Basil Wolverton. That's why I like it. Okay. I'm actually more happy that I picked these up. I didn't realize, like, in the other issue I looked at, I thought it looked really cool. I love Basil Wolverton. Just the hashing, and like there's some girders here. Like, this is beautiful. I'm actually really happy I grabbed these. This Basil Wolverton stuff. I need to make a list of every Basil Wolverton book that he's in the inside, because you can find these relatively affordably, under 50 bucks each. And I kind of want all of them because I think they're beautiful. The bottom staple, I think, is detached. So just a piece of tape holding it together. The interior is not water stained, but the cover is, so it might be a replaced cover. So it might just be a married cover, I'm guessing. Volume 3, number 2. So it is the right interior, but I think it's married. I'm guessing it's married. Although the staple positioning looks correct. Oh, no, it's holding on there. Okay, I could be wrong. Either way, I am happy to pick up this book. This is amazing. I'm on a mission now. Basil Wolverton. I'm going to try to get everything he did. So again, I don't know if I paid 50 or this is one of the ones that it might have been one of the ones he threw in at the end, and I am so happy I got that. The Basil Wolverton pages are gorgeous. We got Queen Size Millie the Model, number 7, in decent shape. Probably like a 6.0 condition. That one was $5, so that was a steal. Love the cover on that one. And then we got True Brides, number 9. I think that's another one of the Harvey ones, or related. Not 100% sure. That was probably in the like $20-ish range. And then Super Spook. Don't know the number on that, but I think that was in the like $10 to $20 range. Maybe $20 range, but then he threw something in that kind of rounded out. But yeah, wow, I'm having a lot of fun with this stuff. Yeah, in fact, I think those 2 Targets were the throw-ins, which I'll show you in a second, the slabs that I got with those throw-ins. So I'm actually really happy I got those. Screen Comics 15, I might have had it already, but it's just one of those things where he gave it to me for like $10, so why not? Peter Porkchop 19. Again, this little stack here I think was like 17 for like 150 maybe. Animal Antics number 5. Yeah, I think all these were around 10 or less. Goofy Comics number 15. Love that cover. Swing with Scooter number 3. These were definitely $10 each. Love the cover on this. Gorgeous cover. And then number 2. I might have had these already. I wasn't 100% sure, but the grade on these looked really nice. Like 7.0 maybe. Maybe 6.5. So I'm actually really happy to pick those up. These he just threw in. So it's a Del 4 color 76. This one is missing something. It feels too thin. So I think it's incomplete. But because it's incomplete, he's just like, here, take it. He'll do that a lot. A lot of times if you're buying stuff, if you don't mind a little beat up stuff, he'll just throw it in to get rid of it. And then also with it was one of the free giveaways that used to come in cereal boxes, I believe. Yeah, popped wheat. So back in the day, you would buy a box of cereal and you could got your little Orphan Annie comic with it. That's actually kind of neat. Okay, and then we have Astonishing number 49, another fun UFO, UAP cover. Absolutely love those. Also, City Destruction covers. Also love those. Also, Portal to Somewhere covers. Love that. 3 different amazing themes on them. It's chipped there, so not in the best shape, but I think he gave it to me for like $20 or less. Okay, so this was the Target. I did buy this one. I decided to grab just because I thought the condition was all right. Like, the creasing there bothered me a little bit, but the other ones had the water stains. The water stain bothers me a bit more. That cover, though, like, the color is nice. If it just didn't have those 2 there. I want to look. I want to see if Basil Wolverton's in this one, too. I might really have to go after these Target books if he's in them. Right, back cover looks fun. This looks cool. Target and the Targeteers. It's a fun, like, goofy, cartoony one. We got a Western. Dan Flannel. Yeah, this just looks like a fun little series of different stories by different artists. Looks cool. I don't think Basil Wolverton's in this one, but still happy to have it. And I definitely want to track down which ones he is in. All right, that's super dope. I think that one he gave to me for, I want to say 33, like 3 for $100 plus something thrown in. I need to get new Golden Age bags and boards for all these because all the bags are kind of ratty and falling apart. Okay, that handful was fun. Okay, next handful. We have another Target. This one I grabbed just because there's a fun ape cover. Volume 9, number 4. That one I want to say was 30-ish. I forget. Honestly, off the top of my head, I don't remember. I should keep better track. I just know the overall, like, as we're going through it, I'm happy with the prices. This is back to the, I think, $10 each stack. Fun Tom and Jerry book. Love Tom and Jerry. I'll grab old Tom and Jerry's anytime I can. And these are older, like, late 40s ones, I think. What year is this? No, 51s or early 50s. This one's got a little bit of a tear on the bottom corner there. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Billy the Kid, really like the cover on this. I like the Fawcett books where they have the really fine detail. I'm assuming it's the same artist. But yeah, Billy the Kid and Oscar number 1. I didn't realize it was number 1. I don't know if that means anything. But that is really, really, really dope. Happy to get that. Ace Comics. Was it 1949? Condition's not too terrible. Yeah, these are just, I think, newspaper comic reprints in this one. The Phantom. All right, that's cool. We got Smitty. Not sure the number. I might have had that one already. Fox and Crow 14. Nice lower number. Ace Comics, number 62. That's cool. That one looks a little bit better. That one, I think that was still in the $10 each. It might have been more. I don't remember. But I think we're still in that same pile. TV Casper and Company, number 1. That's super cool. Now, $10 on this one felt a little high for me just because I don't like buying Bronze Age, Harvey stuff for that much. And it's not in the best shape. But it is number 1. So I got them to kind of throw in a little bit more of the cover value on that. Cookie number 15. Love, love, love Cookie issues. I think the artwork is fun. Let me see if I can get this. Is that actually on the comic inside? It is. All right, let's get that off. that's cool. Yeah, I would love to finish this run. So cookie number 15. Love the covers on it. Fun movie theater cover. And I think that was, again, in that like $10-ish range. Delphor color 277. It has a lot of pencil writing on it, which, that's one negative distractor, because other than the pencil, like the white on the back is so bright. Page quality is only off-white, maybe. White to off-white. Like, it actually looks really good. It feels supple. The colors are vibrant, so it's only the pencil that distracts. That's an awesome cover. $10 is still a good price on that, even though it's written on, because the rest of the condition looks great. Mark Trail number 5. Fun gorilla cover. Again, around $10. Mr. District Attorney number 19. That one, let's see. Comic Connect says a good, very good. Yeah, so like a 3.0 condition. Pretty happy with that. I think that was one of the ones in like the $20 to $30 range. Okay, those are awesome. Oh, I just realized that Tom and Jerry was cut. So again, like I said, occasionally I'm going to find these surprises where there's damage on it that takes away from it. But that's okay, because there's also other issues I get that are worth way more than what I paid. So overall, again, I'm happy. That's why I keep buying from him. If you're going to buy from him, you have to understand it's a little bit of a dance. Okay, next handful, we have another really cool Native American issue, Indian Fighter number 3. I love this like lithograph style printing, whatever you would call that. Every time I see it on like Archie Comics and whatnot, I just think it looks really cool. This Nancy Comics on Parade 65, I actually picked this one up to give to Ian. So that one I'm going to give to him next time I see. I couldn't find it before I left the show. And that one, I think he gave it to me for cheap. Or that might have been like a throw-in. Shade the Changing Man number 1, pretty decent shape. I think he wanted 10, and then I got him to throw a couple things in. Kit Carson number 2 in pretty decent shape. It's got a little bit of something going on right here and some tanning, but the main image is very clean. That one I think was in the $20 range. Awesome cover. Absolutely love it. Like I said, I'm kind of becoming a bigger fan of these cowboy issues, just if they have like a good girl art, or if the cover art just gorgeous. Adam and Hawkman 41. So yeah, this is a little stack. He wanted $10 each, and then I had him throw in a few more things to make it more like maybe $8 each. Which is fine, because they're actually pretty decent mid-grade copies. The Adam 34. And I wasn't 100% sure if I had these or not, so I just grabbed them just in case. Okay, and then we have some really awesome early War Spangled War Story issues. A fun World War II issue. Not in the best shape, but not terrible. These, I think, were 25 to 30-ish range. Maybe less. It might have been 400, and then it got him to throw one in kind of thing. So number 13, Star Spangled War Stories, number 18. So I've been really adding to my war comic runs. Number 16, this is one of my favorite covers from that year. I did that one video. I picked that. I really liked the color and everything. Not in the best shape, but I'm just happy to have a copy of it. Yeah, that's awesome. And then Star Spangled War Stories number, not sure the number on that, but again, another low issue. I'm actually really happy to get those. Those are really, really fun. Okay, next handful. Star Spangled War Stories number 12. Fun World War II era cover. Star Spangled War Stories number 7. A nice lower number. So $20 each, I think. This is one that he wanted more. Just the cover's awesome. Sparkling Stars number 25. Absolutely love the cover. They're like in a fire. You got the girl in the red dress. The line art is very interesting. But it has some tape on it. It was a little bit lower grade, so I did have to negotiate a bit on that. He had it $180. I might have paid $40 or $50 for it. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if it was a good deal or not, but like sometimes when you find a beautiful cover like this and the price is a little high, you're just going to have to assume that it's an expensive comic. Dynamic Comics number, I don't know the number, but this cover is freaking amazing. I love, the fancy lady in the green dress. You got the crook with his hand in his pocket holding the gun. Amazing. This one, I think he wanted 100. Yeah, I think I paid 100 on that one, which I feel like is a good price. It's not terrible. The spine is pretty torn up in a couple other spots, but the main image is very clean. As you know, I'm always looking for issues that are affordable in the sense that they're low enough grade that I don't have to pay thousands for it, but high enough that I can enjoy the artwork, and that's really what I want. I love that cover. Number 15, I just saw the number. $100 felt like a really good price on that. Black Hawk number 192. I wasn't 100% sure if I had this one, but it was very bright, so I decided, let me grab it. I think he wanted 10. Again, I tried to talk him down on that one a little bit, or I had him throw in something like this Mutt and Jeff. It might be one of those things where I'm just like, all right, throw in the Mutt and Jeff. This is a nice lower number, I think, because it looks like a bigger issue. I'm not sure what issue that is, but that is really, really, really cool. I'm having fun with these books because these books are amazing. Okay, we have a nice earlier comic. This might be one of the older comics I've ever purchased. Let's see. Nope. There's another one that's earlier than this. This is 1945, so not the earliest. But Comics on Parade number 49. Awesome cover. Not in terrible shape. Maybe like a 4.0 condition. The only distraction is the name on there, but like it's not terrible. The rest of it looks pretty nice. Little Archie number 18. Awesome. Like, I guess he's on Mars fighting aliens. This one I think was around 10-ish. Might have been like, I didn't want to pay 10 because of grade, so I got him to throw in like an extra, so it might have been like 8 or 9-ish. Adventure Comics 221, same kind of thing because of the water damage. I didn't want, like, he wanted 10. I probably ended up getting it for like 8-ish. Adventure Comics 281, same deal. So that's pretty fun. Okay, now we have some awesome crime books. We got The Perfect Crime, number 10. Absolutely love it. Like, that's an awesome crime cover. It's got a little rusty staple and a little bit edge wear, but it's actually not terrible. Actually, I want to look inside this one. I'm really having a fun time kind of collecting these crime drama books lately. I think this genre is still relatively affordable when it comes to Golden Age books. Interior quality is pretty nice, actually. It feels supple, and the paper quality is not too tanned. Artwork's okay. It's not jumping out as my favorite interior. It's not like that Basil Wolverton. When I saw it, my eyes just lit up with joy. But it's still neat. I still really like it. That is cool. All right, so that's awesome. Love that. Mystery in Space 62, a fun Adam Strange cover. He's fighting dinosaurs. How cool is that? That, again, was probably in that stack where he wanted 10 each. I kind of talked him down a little bit. Boy Commandos 22, I think, again, in that kind of like $10 range. He wanted more. He wanted like 30, but these I usually buy for 10 to 20. It might have been 20. I'm not 100% sure. I know I got him to go a little cheaper on that. So yeah, it might have been one of those things where he wanted a certain amount and I got him to throw a Mutt and Jeff in. Mutt and Jeff of the day. Free Mutt and Jeff with each purchase. Crime Fighting Detectives number 18. That cover is awesome. That was a really great crime fighting cover. You got, that cop has the Tommy gun. That cop has, a pistol. They're fighting in and out with the guys in the building. You got the spotlight. That one is awesome. That one was probably in the like $25, $30 range. And then we have The Perfect Crime number 5. That cover is really, really, really good. And the condition looks good. I don't see any major damage. It looks like the spine roll is there a little bit. But I don't see major creases. That might be a 4 or 5. Might be a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what it was? Okay, no, these I did pay up. Because he had them marked at 200. So these two he actually gave to me for 100 each. Those weren't cheap. Those ones are expensive. But the grade was nice that I paid up on them. $100, I don't know if that's a good price or not. But sometimes when you see Golden Age books that have a cool cover, you're not going to be cheap. Especially if it's one you haven't seen before. I've seen a lot of covers. I hadn't seen these before, so I assume they were kind of rare. All right, really happy to get those. They are fantastic. I'm going to look those two up. Yeah, I looked these two guys up. I didn't realize this is an LB Cole cover, so that's even cooler. That's why I thought it was amazing. It's LB Cole. In this condition, right now, like there's on my comic shop, I think a low grade, like a 1.5, they're trying to get 80, and then like a 2.0, they're trying to get 150. 200 is probably close to the value, so giving it to me for 100 was actually a really good price. And then this one in grade, I think this is probably like a $300 comic, so he gave me a really good price on this. Like I said, sometimes I get stuff and I'm a little disappointed because the grade's a little bit worse than I thought it would be, but then he'll make up and there'll be stuff like this that I'm getting a great price. So overall, I'm happy. I want more of this stuff though. I'm going to have to make sure he saves me some of these like $100 books. Amazing. So cool. I am having fun. Okay, let's see. We got Del 4 color 189, not in the best shape, but it's a low number Donald Duck issue. So that's got some value. I think that one, I don't know if we're back into the $10 each, maybe $20 each. No, it's got to be 10 because I remember I tried to negotiate on, like, I didn't want to pay higher on that, and I think we end up getting a better price. Star Spangled War Stories, number 76. That one's awesome. Baby Huey, number 18. You know what? This might even come from Fati. You know, this stuff I think I got from Fati. So I think these actually, I probably paid under 10. I just don't remember how low. Danger 17. Del4 Color 78, a nice under 100 issue. That is awesome. I don't think I had that one yet. Modeling with Millie 54. I probably had that one already, but I'm a sucker for Millie books. I just grab them, even if I have them. Real Screen number 9. No, maybe these were from Mike. I don't remember. And the Brownies or Del4 Color 293. I love little mini people. You know, anytime there's like little miniature people on a cover like that, I love it. Art Gang Comics, not sure the number, but that's fun. I like that. And yeah, okay, these were still from Mike, and I think we were in the $10 or less. I don't know exactly how less it was, but it was maybe like $7, $8 each. These were 10 though. The 2 Arcade Comic Review Robert Crumb books. So number 5 and number 1. So $10 each. That's a really good, especially on number 1. That's a great price on those. All right, I'm having so much fun. This stuff is awesome. But wait, there's more. It just keeps going. Okay, I think we're back to $20 issues. We got Inside Crime. That's a really nice cover. I love that one. Now, this cover, I thought this cover was spectacular. I love, like, he's in a snowstorm where it's like Jack Frost is blowing on him. And he's trying to save his friend. Where's his hat, though? Where's their hats? And where's their gloves? It's cold. Oh, that's on the book again. I want to take off this label very carefully. Okay. But yeah, I thought that cover was amazing. $20-ish price. Blondie number 28, a nice lower number. That's actually pretty awesome. Let's see what year that was. Oh, a little bit of restoration on the bottom there. But that's, again, that's okay. Or a piece of tape. Not on purpose restoration. I think it's just an accidental piece of tape on there. Or a label that got stuck. I don't see the year on this, but this one definitely in the 40s. So that's super cool. Okay, so this might actually be one of the earlier ones I got. Which year does this one say? 1939. So pre-40s. Really early Golden Age. So Tip Top Comics, number 42. In relatively good shape. Like, well, all right, it has tape on it. So that tape kind of ruins it a little bit. But not really overall because the page quality is really, really, really nice. So you can actually kind of read through it without it being gross. Little Mary Mix-Up. Yeah, the page quality is really nice in this. So for a book that's from 39, I feel like they actually went downhill from here, and that's why this one is still in decent shape. Really cool comic. And then TikTok Tales number 20. I have a few of these, so I'll add it to the run. Tip Topper number 10. That's super fun. I like in the early issues when I can. And The Nebs number 1. I thought that was a cool looking cover. Funny name as well. I love kind of goofy, like slice of life books like that. Okay, next handful. We have Batlash number 4. I don't remember. It was maybe 5 or 6 for that one. Might have been a little bit higher than I would like to pay, but it's an awesome Nick Cardy cover, and I thought it was in pretty halfway decent shape. Real Fact Comics number 1. That's actually pretty awesome. That one I think was $30 maybe, like 3 for 100. I forget. Maybe $20. Plastic Man 64. This one is actually really high on my want list because it's an awesome like monster, alien, sci-fi, whatever kind of cover you would call that. Lower grade though, so I still want like a better one. But this one was, I think, $20. So I figured it was cheap enough that I just grabbed it. Daring Love number 15, a really awesome romance issue. I thought that was awesome. We could, Art Lund, you can get off of there. Let's move Art Lund. Maybe have someone restore it where it's just her coat. But that's super cool. That one was probably 20 or 30. Oh, this one's super dope. So we got the Hand of Fate I forget the number, but it was a cover that was on my want list, like one that I think, oh, number 12. This one should, like, it's an awesome Idol cover, and I love Idol covers. I think this one should have been, or I think this one might be like $100, and I think he gave it to me for 30-ish. I forget, but that cover is awesome. Absolutely love that one. Red Seal Comics, don't know the number, but that's super cool. I think that one he gave to me for 30-ish. I forget. Happy to get it. And then the Phantom number 6, this one I think was 20-ish. Not 100% sure, but again, happy to have it. Ah, man, that cover is awesome. Okay, another stack of really old, gorgeous books. We got early comics on Parade. Was it number 32? Fritzy Ritz covered that. Like, that is awesome. That's got to be a really early Nancy issue. I got to look at this guy. Some tanning. Got Nancy in there. I love the way this one looks, though. Fritzy Ritz. So a whole bunch of Fritzy Ritz comics. I got to see what the date is on this guy. It is tanned. Oh, that inner page is awesome. And tanned and detached. 1941, though. Again, if you're getting something from the early 40s or late 30s, you can't expect much. So any kind of condition is better than, no grade. So 1941 Nancy, that is awesome. That is really awesome, actually. I'm really happy to get that. This, $30, I think, on these. Maybe 40. I forget. He wanted a little bit more just because these are older ones. Number 35. Awesome cover. Absolutely love that cover. This one is beautiful. Yeah, so this should be early 40, 41, 42 again. Cover is coming detached. So yeah, lower grade. They had a 2.0, 2.5 on these. And that one was 2.0. Yeah, they're probably like a 2.0, but it's a good 2.0. It's a good solid 2.0. I don't mind a good solid 2.0 if it's a book that's from the early 40s. How many of these are left in the world? A dozen, 100? Like, you got to take it how you can get it, and they're clean enough to enjoy the artwork, and that's really all that matters to me. I'm not really buying it to flip it or invest in it. I'm buying it so that I can enjoy it, and I want to enjoy the artwork, and I want to see it in a way that I can enjoy the artwork. It doesn't have like a big crease down her face, or like that's a little bit distracting, but it's not on the people, and so that's all that really matters to me. Man, I love those. Those are fantastic. Okay, well, these are backwards, so let's flip them. Okay, we got Maggots number 1. I think I paid cheap on that. $5 maybe. Super Rabbit number 5. Probably in the 20-ish range on that one. Terry and the Pirates. Don't know the number, but I've been slowly working on this run. Like, I get one every few months. And these were 20 each, I think. I don't know. I don't like these little things on there, though. Don't like those things. Okay, main image is good. The edge is damaged, but the main image is good. That's why I buy these. There's a little bit of water staining on the edge. So yeah, it's got some flaws. It's a little bit gross, actually. Number 5. But even with that damage, this image is good, and I got it for like less than $20 or $20-ish. So I'm okay with that. It's not like you're going to find it in pristine shape easily. Joe Palooka number 3, a nice low number. Again, around $20, I think. Lowish grade, but you know what? Oh man, artwork is great, actually. Look at that. I mean, I knew that though. I always like Joe Palooka books. This looks awesome. Looks really awesome, actually. I want to sit and read this. Oh, even look at that. Ooh, nude panel. Salacious. Is this a Sodi book? I don't know, but could be. 1946, volume 2, number 3. Actually, really happy to get that. I won't put a full run of Joe Palooka. I have a bunch of them, but I haven't picked up any recently, so it's cool to add another one to the run. Happy that. And then Mutt and Jeff number 6. Another one I got him to throw in. Awesome. All Top Comics number 6. Fun cartoony comic. Looks pretty cool inside. Yeah, so happy with those. Those are fun. Okay, let me show you the magazine deal that he gave me at the end of the day. So for $300, we got Dracula Lives #2 in a 9/0. That's an awesome cover. He gave me those 2 Target comics. The ones with Basil Wolverton that I was actually really excited to get. So this issue, probably $150 on eBay. But then he also sold me a Dracula Lives #1 in a 9/2, even better. And that one's easily like $250. 2, 3, so $400 in value, $300. He threw in the 2 Targets, and he also threw in a kind of highish grade Sergeant Fury #27. So that was just like the end of the show super deal he gave me. Probably saved me $200 in value, or he sold it to me for like $200 under market. Amazing. Actually, really happy he picked those up. All really, really, really cool stuff. Okay, and then from Fati, I bought a whole stack of these Monster Times for $10 each, which I think is a good price. I thought they had amazing covers. They're these like newsprint, newspaper, comic type things from, I think, the early 70s. So we got #12. Like, I love the little Crypt Keeper type guy there holding the EC books. Like, that's amazing. #6. It's a nice lower number. They open up like this. Let's see. I Walked with a Zombie. Yeah, the interior of these look really, really cool. So I guess it's just talking about like monster comics and stuff. Probably monster movies and sci-fi and stuff. Yeah, I thought these were really, really cool. Yeah, so #6. #5 with the creature. That was awesome. Absolutely love that one. #4, so kind of a low number. #3. I don't think we went to 1. I think 3 was the lowest, but that's... Oh, I grabbed 2 of those by mistake, but I have a feeling #3 I should be able to sell and pay for like a couple others. Like, who knows what these go for, but they might be $20, $30 possibly. And a few more. #22. #32 with Bruce Lee on the cover. I guess that's Godzilla. I don't know. That's awesome. I love this stuff. #17 with Godzilla. That one's dope. And I bet that one has a bit more value to it because it's a Godzilla cover. #41 with the creature again. #43. So the low number ones are the really good ones. #42. #47. And #39. I'm actually really happy. I think $10 a piece on these is actually a really, really, really good price. Okay, and then one more little stack I got from him. I got this Kelly Green, The Go-Between. It's one of these Dargard international graphic novel type things. I really like these. I think they're cool. I like the way they look. They're fun. They're just something a little different. I like collecting them, so when I can pick those up. I forget what I paid. I had $5, $10, something like that. One more Monster Times, I paid 10. And then Heavy Metal, September 1983. I don't remember what I paid. It might have been like a throw-in, like he just decided to throw in. He wanted 10. I didn't really want to pay 10, and then like it was kind of like a throw-in. But yeah, happy to get that. Awesome. 2 more random items. I forget who I bought this from. Just a cool-looking image graphic novel kind of thing. And I bought this from Heroes Reborn. He had it marked at 40. I paid him 30. Kid Colt Outlaw 127. I thought it was just a really cool, like this guy in the Iron Mask cover. I like the Kid Colt covers when it becomes almost a little bit more sci-fi-ish. So I thought that issue was really, really neat. Okay, so I think that's everything I got from Mike and Fadi and everyone else. That was a ton of fun. All right, so let's see what Jason's been up to.
Hello, everybody. It's Jason. This is going to be a big one. I hope that I am prepared to do this. This past weekend, there was a big sale at Borderlands Comics and Games. They are the guys who set up at Dragon Con. That's in that earlier video. And they were great then. They had just boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of 50-cent comics. And so many of them were signed by the creators. No idea how they got so many signed. But they're based in South Carolina. I am not in South Carolina. I am in Georgia. And I thought someday I'm going to make a drive out there. It was worth it. And I saw that they were having this big sale this past week, and they were doing 50% off pretty much everything. So all their dollar books were back to 50 cents again. And so Saturday morning, I woke up super early and I drove. It was a little over 2 hours to get there. And I got there a little after opening and the place was already packed. I got the last possible parking space in their lot, which was not even technically a parking space, but it was car sized. So I put my car in there. And I was there for, forever, for all day pretty much. I didn't get to see, there are other comic book stores in this town. It's Greenville, South Carolina, but I had no time or energy to do any of that, especially knowing that I had another 2+ hours drive back. But I got an awful lot of 50-cent books, and I would like to show them to you, possibly in 2 parts, because this may go a bit long. 21st Century Tank Girl, #1. Not going to say too much about most of these. Airboy, I had #2. This was a recent series on Image. Airboy 1, 3, and 4. From what I picked up in like a preview, I think that I had read, it's this very sort of meta thing, and it's about adapting or rebooting the old Airboy as opposed to just doing Airboy. It's sort of like the adaptation Nicolas Cage movie sort of thing, which seemed very interesting to me. I collect American flag, and they had a lot of American flags, so I got a lot of them. This is number 4. It's basically 14 through 29. You know what? You don't need to see all those covers. They're not that special. Amethyst. I realized I had volume 1 that I just finished reading, and then a 4-part miniseries, which it turns out is technically volume 3. And I kind of was lost a little bit. So I thought, well, I'll just get volume 2. And they've had pretty much all of volume 2. So I got all of these, except I screwed up and I got 2 number 6s and no number 5. So now I am short 1 5. Is this one I'm going to show you all of? No, you know what? You can see it. You can look them up if you really want to. This one looked cool. I didn't know anything about this. Ammo Armageddon. This is on that Atomica press that does those cool A1 anthologies. This is also an anthology. And thanks to Sean, I was able to recognize the cover artist as our buddy, Jeff Darrow. Atomics is a cool Mike Allred series, and I was missing a few of them, namely 1, 2, and 3. And now I got them. I'm always trying to find Black Hammers from the original series. I got this number 3, and I don't know if I'll ever really find a number 1 for cheap enough, but this was this kind of cool reprint of it with some other Black Hammer number 1s from the other sub-stories. I got the full Blood, A Tale series of the J.M. DeMatteis one. I feel like I've heard good things about this. J.M. DeMatteis seems like a pretty cool dude. So I'll try that out. Bloodstained Teeth number 3. For 50 cents, I will upgrade my Camelot 3000 number 1. Cerebus, I'm trying to get all the original printings, like this number 73 that I was missing. But still, when I see one of the bi-weekly reprints of a very early one, I'll get those too. So I have 3, 4, and 11 of those. It's nice to have, even though I already have like the big phone book sized collection of those first 26 issues, that first story arc. Cinder Ash number 4, Cinder and Ash number 4. Coda number 1, second printing. This was exciting. Cops. The only one that I did not have, number 12. Cops is another one of those 80s toy lines, and I'm very into getting all of those. Here's Damn Them All, number 6. A couple of Dark Horse Presents. I got number 40 and number 70. And you'll see 40 actually is signed by Matt Wagner, because he has the start of a new character of his in here called the Aerialist. So he signed it there, and I didn't even realize that when I bought it. That was just a happy little surprise. Dead Boy Detectives 1 and 2. From one of the sort of recent series. Denizens of Deep City. This is number 4. I don't know anything about this, but there's a band playing on the cover. I thought that looked cool. I guess I'm a Bad Idea fan now after New York Comic Con. So I saw this one, Destroyer number 1. And, you know, like most of the Bad Idea stuff, it looks pretty cool. And it feels like a quality, big, fat book. I will look forward to reading that. Dr. Zero, number 5. Here's a Ted McKeever series that I've been working to put together. So Eddie Current, I got number 9, number 10, and number 11. I already have this Evangeline number 4, but this one is signed by Chuck Dixon. So yeah, I'm happy to replace the one I've got. I have one of the Fanboy DC magazines in a 6 series. So here's the other 5. They're all like Sergio Argona stuff related to the DC characters. And kind of the coolest part about it is that he sort of did these covers along with some of their famous artists. So like this is him with Jerry Ordway doing Superman, and Gil Kane with Green Lantern. Sorry about the glare. Not exactly sure who this one is. It's not really signed. And then like a Joe Kubert. And then a Brian Boland with Wonder Woman. So those are cool covers. The other one's a Batman one that I have. Found some more. Oh, wait, no, I'm not on that pile yet. A Grimjack that I was missing, 21. Plug in some holes. All right, this is a cool one. I had one issue of this at some point that I got from some giveaway on Whatnot, and wasn't crazy about it, but I wanted to get Gun Honey number 1 because I only recently found out that a girl that I went to college with, a friend of hers wrote this, and there's a story, a 2-page thing at the end that's essentially about her. It was dedicated to her and kind of named after her. Her name is Eunhee Hong, E-U-N-Y-H-O-N-G. And if you mix those letters up, you get Gun Honey. So it's an anagram of her name. And I thought that was really cool. And for that little 2-page thing alone, I thought I wanted that. We're about 9 minutes into this. This is probably a good place for a break, Sean, if you would like a break. I'm going to get up and walk away, and then I'll just come right back and we'll start over again, okay? So you guys wait there if you want.
I know, I'm in crazy caveman mode here. I think I need some more Jason videos.
Welcome back. Here are more of the 50-cent comics I got at the big sale at Borderlands in Greenville, South Carolina, from letter H on. Headlopper. I still haven't read the number 1 and 2 I got, but they had 5, 6, and 8. So now I have 5, 6, and 8. Another Hepcats, which I still don't really know anything about, number 5. House of Slaughter 1 and 2, because never read it, and why not? A much better copy than I previously had of Atlas's Iron Jaw number 4. Good stuff. Journey number 2, Aardvark Vanheim. I think that I grabbed this assuming I would see a number 1 later on, and I didn't, but I kept the number 2 anyway. My one romance comic of the day is this, not great shape, Just Married. Someone, the previous owner, went crazy with a blue pen and colored in, you know, lots of faces, including the Look Who's Smiling guy. And luckily, they didn't do it on the inside. The inside is perfect, perfectly readable. I'm not going to get a good resale value on that, but I'm happy to read that. Law Dog and Grimrod. This is a one-shot spin-off of Alien Legion that I didn't know existed. M, Fritz Lang, number 1 and number 2. Marvel Fanfare number 51. I had kind of made a deal with myself that I would stop where the logo switched from the 80s to the 90s one. This, I think, is like 2 or 3 into the 90s run logo. But it still looks, kind of cool. And it's a nice shape. It's a big one, so I'll get that. Master of Kung Fu's, I generally also do not collect, but I've got a couple in the low 30s. So when I found like some of the runs around it, 30, 32, and 34, I got those two. Mercy, #1 by Merca and Dolfo. Always cool looking art there. Mice Templar, #1. I don't know anything about that. That's another art that looks cool. Little cartoony mice doing cool things that mice probably normally don't do. This was the last Monkey Man O'Brien that I did not have in that series. This is #3. Very badly, grossly water damaged, but I'll read it. Motor Girl, #3, slowly chipping away at that Terry Moore series. I had picked up just last week Our Bones Dust, #1, and haven't read it, but just based on the art alone, I was happy to get #2, 3, and #4. I'll show you, in that last video, I showed you some of the art, but I'll definitely put some more of it up on screen because I just think it looks super cool. This is just a tiny little sneak preview from Eclipse about their comic Phase. I don't really know anything about Phase. I just thought maybe as a promo item, this would be kind of a rare thing to have. Red One, #3, for the Terry Dodson art. Rising Stars, number 16. Getting close on that one. Ronin #6, which I think is a very hard thing to find. I don't think the back is supposed to look like that, so I think that's maybe why I got it for as cheap as I did. The Saber series from Eclipse. I don't know why I said Eclipse. So many people online say Eclipse. It's Eclipse. Put the accent in the right place, guys. So I got some of the end part of the Saber series, #9. I don't know why. It's like Woody Allen's in the bed over there, which is very weird. It's a weird series, I guess. Only read the first couple. 10, 11, and 14. St. George, #5. Sandman, #11. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody I got that. Let's keep that between us. Savage Dragons, 15 and 18. A bunch of Shutters. We got #11, #12, which turned out to be a duplicate. That was sad because I was trying to do so well. I think I ended up getting 2 duplicates in all, and percentage-wise, that's probably the best I've ever done. 13 and 14. Screamer, #1, which is another one that looks cool, and I think this might even be the last one I needed, but obviously I didn't want to start reading it until I got the #1. Sleeper Season 2, #3, the Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips one. Spiral Zone, another toy. This is #2. Don't know anything about the toy. Tonka, I think. I'm gonna see if I can find a YouTube commercial and I'll put it up here. What is this? I don't know what this is. I got a huge stack of, I don't know, this shitty thing. Stray Bullets, #25. One of the few holes I needed to plug in that. Sword of Sorcery, #5. I always think that should be Sword and Sorcery, but it's Sword of Sorcery, #5. 10,000 Black Feathers, #5, the Jeff Lemire book. That was the last one I needed for that. Time Masters, #5. More toys. Visionaries, #4. We Live, #4. Weird Worlds presents Iron Wolf, #8. Ooh, and while we're talking about wolves, this is, it's #2, unfortunately, not #1, but this was the Atlas relaunch of Wolf the Barbarian that they did this is 2011. So they've tried to relaunch several times before. Not sure if this new time will take, but hopefully it will. This I do not know anything about. Chris Ryall and Ashley Wood do Zombies versus Robots versus Amazons #1. It's a nice feeling book, very nice production, very nice paper, and some really neat artwork. So I am more than happy to take a stab at this guy. Stab, that's something you might do to a zombie, like you stab him in the head or whatever. Zot, #21. My progress on this had really slowed down now that I'm down to like the last 3 or 4 that I needed. But there's one of them. That's it for the 50-cent books. They also had a huge section of the store that was allocated to $5 trades, paperbacks mostly. But they were doing 2 for 1, so they were essentially $2.50 a piece. And I got The Superannuated Man by Ted McKeever. I was going to try to do the individual issues of that, but I've only actually found 1 so far. So that's awesome to have more of that great Ted McKeever art. And then Winter World was another one that I was going to try to get by issues, but I usually only see 1, and that's all I have right now. So I got that one too. Get to read it. Yay. And then I did get a couple of, basically everything else, all their back issues were 50% off. So I got some at a pretty damn good price. I love Man-Thing, so I got Adventure into Fear #15, which came out to $3. Man-Thing #9, which came out to $3. There you go. And Man-Thing #16, which was only $2.50. And then a Miracle Man from the original Eclipse run that I didn't have, #9, with Miracle Man and little baby Miracle Man, Miracle Baby. And then Hardboiled #1. This one came out to a whopping $7.50, which, as you know, is more than I will typically pay for something. But I've had #2 that I've been carrying around for about a year now, thinking I would never find #1 for anywhere near what I got for #2, which is pretty damn cheap. So now I've got this, I just need to find #3. And that was it for my trip to South Carolina. I need to lay off buying the comics a little bit and read some of these and get this pile down before I start building it back up again. Thank you for your time and your patience, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye.